Hey Leo, welcome to my space. Welcome to February. In this particular reading, we are going to talk about your life purpose, your soul's path. Why do you exist? Why are we here? Right? Um, that is in my opinion, a very complex question. I don't think that there is like just a straightforward answer necessarily. I believe that a purpose is like an umbrella. It's like a big umbrella or a big table, right? Like a table serves many different purposes than just placing food on top of it. You sit at a table. Um, some tables are just used for talking, and having conferences and meetings. Some tables are used for eating. Some tables are just used for decoration. You know what I mean? As a centerpiece. Not all tables are used for one particular thing, but for the most part, tables are used to put things on top of, right? Some people put things under the table. It just really depends. But, I kind of see purposes like a purpose like that. It's like a big table. And excuse me. Um I guess that's the approach that I take when it comes to the question of what is my purpose, or what is, if a person were to ask me that question. Um and I would say that's a bit complex. So we're going to dive into it right now. Whatever questions that you have as far as why you exist, whether you're thinking of it in a pessimistic way or you're thinking about it in a very explored in a way of exploration, you just want to know more about, you're very positive about it and you're very optimistic about it. Um I'm here to answer both of those energies for you as best I can. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Um, check this reading if you are a Leo moon or rising sign. But if you are a Leo sun sign, you are welcome to listen to this reading. Okay. Again, if it doesn't resonate with you, toss it out. Okay. Or just move on. It's okay. I don't take it personal. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and jump in to your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. We're just going to pull oracle messages for today. We're not going to pull from the tarot like I normally do. Usually I use the tarot to dig a little bit deeper into what the oracle is saying. We're just going to stick with the oracle messages for your, general messages for your life purpose, for your soul's path. Okay. So the first card that we're going to pull is going to talk about like the table or the umbrella, like, or the, I guess the full table of why you're here. And then the other oracle messages will be, or the other messages that I pull will be in regarding, other uses of that table, other placements on that table, and, how on your table of your existence, right? And how those play into who you are as a whole. Okay. And also what is hindering you, what will help you. And the first card that I pull out will also talk about a little bit more about you and, how you live, how you exist, how you feel and whatnot, and how you deal with things. All right, let's see here. Leo, for my Leos, sun, moon, rising signs for their life purpose. Why are they here? Why do they exist? Let's see. It's almost springtime. I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited too. It's really warm today. I'm just feeling a lot of energy. It's Pisces season as well. So some of you guys, Leo, some of you guys may be feeling a lot of energies right now because I see Leos. You guys never miss anything, really. You guys are very observant. Um, I'm a Leo sun sign, so I'm not just speaking for myself, but it's like, a lot of other Leos that I've come across. Um, you guys are very observant. Um, there are certain things that you guys can see from afar that it may take other people to kind of see up close. um, I don't know where I got that from, but that's just what I'm getting from your energy for the most part, as a spirit or just as an energy. Um, I'm just getting this energy like, you're just misunderstood. Not that I don't feel the energy of like a depression or anything. It's not like, oh, nobody understands me. It's more like I am who I am. People don't get it. They always get it wrong, but whatever. You know what I mean? um, there may be some energies that you've dealt with in your life where people they think they know you, and you may not call it out or anything, but you're just like, yeah, yeah, that's not correct. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Who got this one? It was Aries, Gemini, and now you, Leo, who got the same card. Okay. So there's something about Gemini and Aries. I think it was Aries. Was it Aries? I think it was Aries. Check Aries out if you have Aries in your chart. But I know for a fact Gemini got this one. It was either Pisces or Aries, but like Gemini definitely got this. So Leo, if you have Gemini in your chart, check Gemini's reading out. um I'm sorry. I have to be quiet right now because there's a lot that's just coming at me. The energy that I'm getting from this card for you, Leo, is different. Even though it's the same card. Because what I was getting for Gemini, and I believe it was Aries, had to be Aries. It's definitely Aries. For them, it was more, you're like the life of the party. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it was very lighthearted, right? Very lighthearted. And it was very beautiful. I loved seeing this card for them. I'm getting the same similar energy for you, but it's very sincere. Like this card is the hummingbird and it says miracles, right? And it says, you bless the world with positivity and love. You are the joy bringer. But I'm just getting this sense of sincerity with that, Leo, where it's like you're not just out here frolicking necessarily, and you're just being the life of the party, and you're just like it's like there is like a fortress. You are a fortress of what this means in your life. Like your soul is a fortress when it comes to joy, happiness, positivity, love. You take this seriously, or at least you should. Like you can frolic. I'm not saying that you did, that you shouldn't frolic. I'm not saying that. Like frolic, have fun. You know what I mean? Like be silly, be colorful, be sparkly. You know what I mean? Like be seen. But you're a Leo, so like that shouldn't be hard, right? However, I don't get the sense that I'm just not getting the sense of like craving attention with, it's like that what you bring to the table, when you walk into a room that people will be happy to see you or curious about you. Are you focused on that? No, you just know it. Like you're just like, yeah, yeah. And if you don't feel this way about yourself, why? Because this is what's coming out. Like you are a there is a force, there's like a force field that you have. There is some type of vibration that emanates from you, your body, your spirit. And if you're having trouble with this energy and you're not really sure how to be aligned, how to align yourself with this energy, we're going to get into that in a little bit. But I feel that one of your powerhouses that you can implement into this process of, miracle making and magic is patience. Leo, you really don't need to say anything to prove yourself. I'm getting try walking into a room and say nothing. Don't really say much. Don't share anything really about yourself. Just say hi, or, just try that one day and just see how people react to you. Some of you guys may find that people actually like to stare at you or look at you because it's not always about what you're wearing, but for some of you it has a lot to do with what you're wearing, because the way you wear your clothing or how you carry yourself for some of you is something to be recognized. For some people out there, they're just like, oh, that's an interesting person, I want to talk to them, right? You don't need to rush anything. You don't need to say much. If this is regarding relationships in your life, past, present, or future, bring patience into your relationship. Don't be so quick, to hop into a relationship and put a label on it. Be careful of that. Because like I was saying earlier, Leo, you guys are very observant. So, if something is standing out on the negative front and something just doesn't seem right to you, you already see that, right? Which is why maybe there's a if this is a relationship situation in your life that you need to change, um that's connected to this purpose. You need, if you already are observing some things right off the bat within a person that you see as a potential partner, just be patient and just observe, and then make your decision that way. Some of you, I think I was saying this to Aries, some of you guys, when you were born, you were a miracle, or you brought a positive frequency into your family's lives at a time where they really needed it, whether they appreciated it or not at the time, or whether they appreciate it now. You know what I mean? Maybe they appreciated you at the time when you were born and you were little. But maybe for some of you guys, as you guys have gotten older, that appreciation faded. Others of you, you're still very much appreciated in your family, for real. Some of you guys are very much appreciated in your friendship circles, okay? You're very much appreciated. Like, whether people recognize it or not, when you leave a room, people notice. It's like, oh, where'd Leo go? You know what I mean? Or, people don't want to see you leave. There's somebody very special to you in your life, or that you're very special to them, and they do not like when you're not around. They don't like that you're absent. Um, there are people in your life who really appreciate your presence. They really appreciate your patience with them. Okay. There's maybe if you're not being patient with somebody, Leo, or you have a hard time practicing patience, that is definitely something that is troubling someone close to you. There's, I don't know, I'm just getting this energy, Leo, where there's someone, they really, they see you as an inspiration, or they see you as somebody that they can find refuge in. And if only you had patience with them, would you truly understand them? And that would mean so much to this person. That would really help this person out. Now, I'm not saying that just because a person wants your presence or wants you to be available to them, that you should just make yourself available. I'm talking, this is a person that you know for a fact, like they're worth your time. They may have issues, blah, 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 but this is, I'm not talking about just anybody. I'm talking about, this is somebody that is near and dear to your heart as well. And maybe you both just need to kind of work some things out to understand each other. And you just need to practice some patience in your relationships, Leo. I'm also getting that, where there's just, maybe just in general, you're just, there are certain rules that you have, and you demand those rules to be followed. Some of you guys are strict. You're very strict, and you may not realize it. You may be the type of person where you're just the life of the party. You're just such a giving person. You're so generous with your energy. Everybody feels good when you're around. But the other part of you, when it comes to the deeper aspects of your relationships, you might be very strict about that. You have your rules, and you're like, if you break those rules, I don't really have patience. Some of you guys just have no patience when it comes to your rules being broken. Some of you guys are not patient when it comes to your children, okay? Because you just have rules. You have certain aspects of your life that you want to be respected because you respect it, right? Um, if this is a romantic partnership in your life, that is a beautiful partnership, or it was, maybe you're looking back at a relationship and you're learning, like, wow, I should have practiced a little bit more patience. Some of you guys may have broken up with somebody and you're with someone new, and it's working out with that person, and maybe you're just looking back on your past relationship, and you may not say this out loud, but maybe there are those of you who are looking at past relationships. It doesn't have to be romance, it could be friendships, family relationships too, where maybe something is working out with somebody else, but then you're looking back at your past and you're just like, yeah, I didn't really practice patience there. you know um but you're practicing patience now. Maybe you just learned your lesson with somebody else, and hopefully the person in your past learns their lesson as well. Like, maybe you and a person were just not really, maybe you were meant to be together in this lifetime, but I don't believe in, like, just because you're meant for something, it doesn't mean that that's just your path and you're stuck there. There's some soulmates that are on the dark side and the light, and the light side. And there are some soulmates where you meet them, and it was meant, your spirit guides, or your creator meant for that to work out between you two. But there was some type of there was something that just wasn't really playing out, right? Because there were some decisions. It's all about free will. So maybe you, Leo, you were this other person in the past. You were this other person, had no patience, and you were just like, peace out, I'm done. Like, you know um relationships are tricky because we live in a world now, okay, Leo, where patience is not something that is virtuous to people. It's like, if a relationship is going wrong, you need to focus on it and get rid of it, and leave, right? Like, you need to make sure that that person feels bad about what they did, or else you're gonna leave, right? And that's fair, right? That's fair. That's a fair ultimatum, right? But we don't live in a world where patience really exists, and so be careful with that, Leo, in your life. Be careful with that. Patience is still virtuous, okay? It is still a virtue. This may be something in your life and on your soul's journey that you have trouble with. It's okay to have rules. It's okay to have specific things that you don't stand for, pet peeves, whatever. But there may be some people placed on your soul's journey that They see that you have your rules, but they may have a hard time understanding how to follow them. Okay. And for Leos, I feel like it could be difficult for you to understand that because you're just like, I feel like you're just like up here, like highly elevated, I guess, within yourselves and highly elevated in your mentality and maybe even spiritually for some of you that people who just haven't really caught up, you're just kind of like, I got to go. I don't really have time to worry about like your problems, or I don't have time to hold your hand. I'm just really getting this strongly. I'm getting this so strong. There may be some people in your life, and again, you have free will. You do not have to take anything that I'm saying, okay, as truth. You can think that I'm just like just BSing you. It's fine. But I'm just getting the sense that for some of you, because what I'm getting is what I'm hearing, that's not my responsibility. I'm getting the energy of we're adults. Why should I have to hold your hand? You need to learn how to help yourself. I've helped myself. You know what I mean? I didn't have help, or blah, 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 blah. Right. There are just certain things that you just don't stand for, Leo, and that's totally fine. But there is circumstances that will arise to show you that your patience is needed. Your patience may have fallen short with other people in the past. That's fine, right? I'm not saying that that's wrong. But your creator or your ancestors, your higher self, whoever is guiding you, they're continuing to kind of drop hints like, hey, it didn't really work out over here. Maybe it'll work out over here with this person. There's always opportunity out there, right? There's always opportunity. The cosmos is full of opportunity. It's never too late to embrace an opportunity. So when this patience shows itself to you or is kind of left at your doorstep, so to speak, take it and learn from it. Use it as a tool, right? Others of you, you are a very patient individual. Okay. Others of you, this is more about, you have a lot of patience and you can put up with a lot, Leo. You can put up with a lot for some of you. Um, but there's a sense of balance that is needed. So either you're being too patient and you're kind of becoming stagnant, Leo, because Leo, you guys can put up with a lot. You guys can hold a lot, right? But there comes a point where you need to really understand, okay, when is the indicator that my patience is like done? When is my patience emptied out, right? Because I feel like some of you guys, you don't know and you just keep going and going, you just keep holding on, and you're actually not paying attention to the indicator that's saying, okay, you're on E, you need to stop, or else we're going to have to stop for you, right? And others of you, maybe you think that you're on E when it comes to patience, and you just stop driving and you're just like, I'm done, you need to get out, like, you're done. And maybe there may be some spiritual indications that's showing you like, oh, you could have used a little bit more patience right there, you know what I mean? So it's just about finding that happy medium, you know what I mean? It's about finding that balance, right? Yeah, that's just what I'm getting, guys. That's just what I'm getting. Like I said, take it or leave it. It's fine. Take it or leave it. It's not a big deal. Um, so this is giving me a glimpse into who you are, Leo, as a person and as a soul. You are a powerhouse, right? You are definitely, as I say, a force to be reckoned with. You are a force, and you don't play, Leo, when it comes to yours. Okay, when it comes to what you desire, you're not waiting around for anybody. However, and that's a beautiful thing about you, but there might be the need to like, just check in with yourself, and, come to, just kind of find out, like, Should I be using more of this trait? Or should I be, should I know when, or should I be using more of this resource, or have I kind of run out of resources? You know what I mean? Just kind of checking in. Just remember to check in truly, and don't ignore, what is being shown to you as you check in. If there's something that's showing you like, okay, you're running kind of empty on this, you need to kind of take some time out, to replenish. Make sure you're replenishing. Take that time out, right? Take some time to rest. Take a break from a relationship, whatever. Or, put your phone on do not disturb. Whatever it is that you need to do. Get off of social media. Stop talking to that person for a while. Just kind of go on mute. Others of you, maybe you just really, maybe you need to make yourself more available. And I mean, when I say make yourself more available, it's like make yourself available. Even if there's a moment where you feel, I think I'm kind of done, but there's still, that's that point where you probably, when you're getting impatient, you're just like, I'm out. That might be the time where you just need to kind of pull back and just practice patience in that moment and be like, okay, let me just try to come to clear understanding and be, come to clarity on this, right? I hope I'm making sense. Okay, let's pull 3 more cards for you guys, Leo, for your life purpose and your soul's journey. Some of you guys, I'm also getting this, Leo. Some of you guys are small. Like some of you guys, your body structure and your size, you're small, but your energy is big. You still can't be messed with. Okay, so there may be people who look at you, because I see the hummingbird, like they're little tiny birds. You know what I mean? They're a lot smaller than what people think they are. They look like little bugs flying around. But some of you guys, Leo, if people were to describe you, like you would be described as a small person. Like you're just a small. I'm not saying that maybe you're short. You're shorter than most people. Maybe you're just short, out of your other people in your family. Maybe your build is just really small, and maybe there's some people that look at you and your stature, and they determine how they treat you based on that. But they're in for a rude awakening if they do mess with you. Like there are people who they really do judge you based on how you look, or your stature. They judge you based on how kind you are. For some of you, maybe your personality, you're just very kind, you're very gentle, and people tend to take that as a weakness. Okay. Yeah, so there's something here, Leo, in your life where there are those of you, maybe you just kind of felt like, the numbers 9 and 31 and the number 4 could be some numbers that you jot down and keep handy. Um, but you have the dry desert. You have the dry desert here. And then you have storm fields, which is interesting because you go from a dry desert and then you go to like a storm. Like those are two very extremes, right? This is what I mean, that you need to find the in between. Like you need to find that balance. You either find yourself completely depleted because you're doing too much, right? You're carrying too much, or you just go to the extreme where you're overwatering, or you're just, not overwatering, like you're just kind of going to the extreme where things start to get destroyed, or you start dismantling something or a relationship that, you just needed to wait things out and let someone go through their own transformation. I mean, and some of you guys, you just kind of go to the extreme. Some of you where you're just like you're doing too much and you're not allowing another person to grow and thrive on their own, or you just stop all completely and you're just like, I'm done, I'm breaking up with you, or I'm not talking to you anymore. You get into an argument or you say something that you regret, whatever. Like, right? So there's that energy there where in this life, on your soul's path, it's all about finding balance, Leo. All about finding balance. So you have to, again, check in with yourself and make sure that what you're being shown in that check-in, that you are considering all of it. Don't skip over it. If there's something, if your inventory in your life is depleted and you're just like, oh, I don't really need that, but I do need this. It's like, no, restock on everything. Does that make sense? So those are two very, very, very extreme energies here. Okay. Let's see here. Let's pull 2 more cards for you guys, Leo, for your life path and your soul's purpose at this time on this planet. My Leos. Guardian angel, you are not alone. No, you are not, Leo. You are being watched. You are being guided. You are being protected. You have the sun. There you go. Okay. Enjoy success and happiness. But Leo, to enjoy success and happiness, all you need to do is sit back and be patient. Sit back, relax, right? Plant your seeds and back up, right? That's all you need to do. You don't need to constantly check in, like constant check in with yourself, but just don't overdo it, right? You do have entities of light and protection who can also do the work with you. So you don't have to do it on your own, right? So just make sure that you're checking in with your guardian angel. Make sure you're checking in with your ancestors, checking in with your higher self. Make sure you're asking for support, ask for knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Ask for the tools to practice patience, right? Ask for that. In between the light and the dark is the spirit. Our souls, our ancestors, our angels, they can move between the light and the dark. And they're watching to see which one you're going to choose, right, Leo? And others of you, you are somewhat of a guardian angel to someone or to some people, and they need you. But some of you guys, maybe you've gotten to the point where I'm just tired. It's like, I'm tired. I don't want to be a guardian angel. I don't want to help these people. And that's valid. That's fine. Right. But all I'm saying is follow your spirit. Right. The spirit realm is sometimes will ask you to do some things that you really just don't want to do. But they're like, this is what we're guiding you to do. We're going to make sure that we are there for you. We're going to make sure that you are replenished, that this is what's going to grow you and help you. Okay. And patience is a part of that. Patience is a part of that. Okay. This is a lifetime or on your soul's journey right now. In this life, you are meant to enjoy success and happiness, whatever that looks like for you. You're meant to enjoy success and happiness, not go get it. You're meant to enjoy it. So that means that when you enjoy something, you're not working. It doesn't feel like work. You're just sitting there enjoying it, right? One last card, you guys. And maybe there are some people out there who look at you and they're like, you're just effortless, Leo. Like, how do you do that? It doesn't even look like you're trying, because you're not, or you shouldn't. Some of you guys may come into the realization, like, I don't need to keep trying so hard. You just need to let things land as they land, right? You don't need to control how people land. Just let them land, right? Yeah, present moment. Okay, Leo. Yeah, so just sit in the present moment, Leo. Learn how to sit in the present moment. Be present in the here and now. Be present where you are now. Live your life with tenderness. Continue to be tender. Don't look at tenderness and gentleness as weakness. Some people may take it as weakness, but your gentleness and is your strength. Your patience is your strength. How do you transform yourself and transform the world around you? Is through patience, is through gentleness. That is your superpower, Leo. You're ruled by the heart for a reason. Love is so sincere for you. And when people take that for granted, that pisses you off. Okay? Patience, tenderness, gentleness is your power. Walk with it with confidence. Love with confidence. If there are people in your life that are just kind of slow to act and slow to understand, guess what? Let God handle it. You just continue to be your loving self. There's no need to have resentments and be hateful or angry. Just be like, okay. There could be a person that hates your guts and they're just angry. Look at them from your throne and realize, you just look at them as somebody, as a noble man or woman, as a divine being who stepped down from their throne and are now distracted and have lost their crown. Just look at it like that and just deal with them like that. If somebody's being hateful towards you, and and there's a specific human being in your life that you care about and they're just hateful or they become your enemy, just look at them like, well, looks like you're lost. You lost your crown, you lost your throne, you don't know where you are, you know what I mean? But praying for you. That's kind of the attitude that you kind of have to have towards people, Leo. Because being angry and stepping down from your pedestal, from your palace, to be taken advantage of in the dark, by people, other people's demons, and to be drained and you know just dried up of all of your nutrients, right? It's not worth it. So stay on your throne, stay in your palace, keep your crown on. You know what I mean? Keep it on. And the people who actually want to join you, they got to get up on their throne too. They got to find their crown first. And that should not be something that you should be bothered with. You just deal with them in love and just say, well, I'm praying for you, and hopefully you figure it out at some point. Much love and light to all of you guys. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy. Hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Leo.